Hello and welcome to lesson 2 of your IELTS review video. Today we're going to look at questions involving your hometown. So let's get started. A simple question would be, and probably the first question would be, please describe your hometown a little. Now, for a basic answer, you could say, my hometown is a small, large town surrounded by mountains and trees and hills. That's a pretty basic answer. Now, if we want to take this up a level, you could answer, I came from a charming, romantic little town nestled among rolling hills and mountains. It has a serene environment and close-knit community make it a wonderful place to live. So again, as I've always said, you need to expand your answer and involve other related topics. In your more immediate answer, we've tried to involve talking about your community as well as where it is and what it looks like. Right. The second question is, what is your town known for? Now, a simple answer would be, my town is known for local markets and great street food. Sounds like quite a nice town. But your IELTS examiner is looking for more, especially when you want those higher points. So, my town is renowned for its vibrant local markets that offer a wide range of fresh produce, crafts, and mouth-watering street food. So again, when you compare the two, you're looking at that first one, and I've expanded it. I've put more adjectives in, vibrant market, and I've said more about what it sells. Another question, do you still like your hometown? Now, as teenagers, this question will vary, but you could easily say, yes, I like it because it is peaceful. That may be too simple, and you may actually lose a lot of points there. Because IELTS exams are always looking to give you points, not take them away. Now, absolutely, I have a deep fondness for my hometown due to its atmosphere, beauty, and the memories it holds. That's a nice long answer, and you've given lots of details. In a normal conversation, that will allow somebody to respond. They have inquiring questions to answer that. Is that a big city or a small place? Well, the most basic answer, I can't think of anything more simple, it's a small place. But you don't want to say that. I want you to say those advanced answers. I want you to get those higher points. So it's a quaint and compact town that exudes a unique charm and sense of community. But if you live in a big city, you can say the same thing. It's a large, sprawling town that has wondrous charm about it and a sense of community. So it's not hard to modify these answers to fit your actual experiences. How long have you been living there? That's another question that quite commonly comes up. Now, a basic answer, I've been there since I was born, or I've been living here for 5 years. It doesn't give people much to work with, which is why we want to say more. I've been a resident of this town since I was born, so I've spent my entire life here. That's a pretty good answer. Do you think you will continue living here for a long time? Now, it's quite common, especially for students. So you'll go away to university, you may get a job somewhere, but it's also quite common for one day that you'll come home. So, a basic answer would be yes, I think so. The more elaborate answer is, while I can't predict the future, I envision myself remaining here for the foreseeable future, owing to the strong connections I have with its community and my family. And then another question. This is a little harder because many of you won't remember what it's like when you're younger. But how has your town changed over the last 20 years? Most of you are students, around 18. So how has it changed since you were born? But if you've only just moved to your town, it's a harder question, so you have to make sure you're ready for this sort of question. A basic answer, it has more buildings and roads. Wow, what a great answer. Big sarcastic. You want a more elaborate one. Over the past 2 decades, over the past 10 years, my town has experienced significant growth or transformation marked by the emergence of new infrastructure. As you can see, those are your questions. Now, we're going to go through a reading passage, and really these reading passages are to help you get some more topic information that you can use. Now, I don't advocate for this, but sometimes, if you generally have no experience with it, you can lie, make it up. And hopefully these reading passages are pretty good. So, this is the story of a glimpse of Green Valley. I'm going to look slightly to the left, because I have to read this. I can't memorize the entire story. Green Valley is a tranquil oasis away from the bustle of city life. It fosters a strong sense of community and belonging. The town blends tradition and progress with its well-preserved historical buildings and modern structures. The town square is a popular gathering place for festivals, markets, and cultural events. Cobblestone paths lead to charming cafes and artisan boutiques. The area manifests the rich cultural heritage of the Green Valley. Visitors enjoy the vibrant street food scene and the ambiance of the markets. Green Valley is renowned for its culinary delights. Local markets offer a diverse range of fresh produce and handcrafted goods. Green Valley has embraced sustainable practices and technological advancements. Solar panels adorn rooftops and local businesses promote eco-friendly initiatives. The town is committed to a greener future for generations to come. Shared experience and traditions make Green Valley a true home. Green Valley is more than just a place to live, it's a way of life. The tight-knit community creates a sense of family among its residents. In conclusion, Green Valley embodies the essence of a hometown. It evolves while preserving its roots and traditions. The town fosters connections among the people and radiates a unique charm. Okay, so that's the story. Next, we're going to look at some vocabulary that you can use. Now, it'd be mightily impressive if you could learn every single one of these words, but really, you should go in with a game plan. So choose 2 or 3 that you could use in the questions we said at the beginning of the video. So, picturesque, visually attractive, it looks like a picture, or it looks like a painting is the connotation of that. Nestled, it's like nestled in, it's comfortable, you feel secure. Bustle, this is usually in cities, there's a bustling city. Lots of people, lots of noise, very active and lively. Okay? Harmonious blend. A blend is where you put 2 things together. Harmonious is harmony. So it's about putting all the harmony together into one place. Tradition and progress. What are your cultural traditions? And how have you progressed? How have customs changed? What modern advancements have been seen? Cobblestone paths. This is what you walk on, with all the individual stones. And artisan boutiques. These are shops selling homemade crafts with skilled labour. Then there's what words can you use for your community and the atmosphere. You have a strong sense of belonging, cultural richness, and ambience. And ambience is that mood or atmosphere of the place. Shared experiences. You could use this in shared experiences of your community, of your hometown. What has everyone in your hometown done? Or a close-knit community. Everyone feels close and everyone supports each other. Then everyone's favourite food, culinary delights. Delectable is a fantastic word, and you should all use it in your day-to-day vocabulary. It means delicious and appetizing. Fresh produce. We all like cooking with like fresh produce, fresh fruit and vegetables. And that's what fresh produce means. Street food delicacies. A lot of towns have famous street foods. These are delicious, it's flavorful, and it's available in public areas. Bustling markets. We said bustling earlier. Bustling cities. Bustling markets are those markets where there's just hundreds of people and it's energetic and it's active. Then change and evolution. How has your town changed? There's a subtle transformation. It may be the road changed from cobblestone to tarmac. Or there could be one new shop, very subtle. Or sustainable practices. This is environmental friendly actions. Making sure farmers keep their jobs. Technological advancements. Maybe you're now using AI in some of your local policies. And eco-friendly initiatives. Like recycling is an eco-friendly initiative that towns can involve. Then there's connection and identity. Like annual town fair. Like my hometown has an annual fair every year. Very fun. And then we have those tight bonds, that strong connection between people. A sense of family, that connection again. Annual town fair, that yearly celebration at your townhouse. All those tight bonds, sense of family. Both phrases that you talk about, like that connection you have. Then there's the cherish and nurture, the value that the town has. And the contribute to the story. Play a role in the development of your town. Then there's what words are used to expressing opinion and preference? Now pay attention here, because these words can also be used in future questions. So, fondness for, like what do you like? You say like, I like, blah blah blah. It's a pretty tame answer. I'm fond of playing video games on Sunday. Or there's a deep appreciation. Deep appreciation. You could, instead of saying, I like my teacher, I have a deep appreciation for my teacher. It's taking your vocabulary up a level with these, so they're very, very useful for that. Resonate with. I resonate with Barack Obama for whatever reason. These are evoking emotions, or embrace. There are lots of new ideas, you should be embracing them. Then there is talking about tradition and culture, especially in countries such as China. There's a long history of tradition and culture. So you really want to play this up in your IELTS exam. You want to use words like cultural heritage and heritage. Because they're confusing, but they are slightly different. You can use the words interchangeably. The legacy of culture events from the past, that's your cultural bit. But your heritage is your cultural practices. Practices and heritage are slightly different. So make sure you look at what that means. And then you've got describing natural beauty. We did a lot of this in the initial questions. You have lush hills, green and fertile, or you have meandering rivers that go round and curve. Both can be used to describe your town. Now, if you're in a city, you're not going to use that. You could say tall skyscrapers is a perfect example. Right, so we've gone through your questions, we've gone through the story, and we've gone through keywords. The next part is the paraphrasing activities. So for this, I suggest you pause the video, you look at the original question, have a go yourself, and then look at the paraphrase answer. So I'll let you stop here. Right, well done for pausing, but now you want to go through and just say, so how good is your paraphrase answer? Minus, what is your town well known for? And the paraphrase question, what is the reputation of your hometown? See, if you're struggling to paraphrase, a good idea is to get yourself a thesaurus. And you can just start beginning by simply altering words. And eventually, you'll alter a whole sentence and it'll be perfect. The other question is, do you think you will continue living here for a long time? Are you inclined to remain in your hometown for an extended period? It's not a natural way of speaking that question, but IELTS teachers won't grade you on that. You're pushing your vocabulary, and that's very important. And then the other one is, how has your town changed over the last 20 years? Okay, second part of your paraphrasing statements. Now, your statement is a simple response to a question. Yeah? So, the first one, again, pause, look at the original statement, have a go yourself, and then come back to the video and see what I say. Obviously, you can see the answers, but that's okay. Try and come up with something yourself. So a simple statement is, Green Valley is renowned for its culinary delights and bustling local markets. The gastronomic treasures, fantastic phrase that, and lively markets are what Green Valley is celebrated for. Gastronomic treasures is a metaphor. Like gastronomy is what you like food in your stomach. Treasures is a prize, a gift. So the gastronomic treasures are talking about like small gifts for your stomach, and we all love food like that. Next is, I've been living here since I was born. How do you say that? This town has been my home ever since my birth. A very simple way of paraphrasing is to usually change the order of the sentence. The last one is, the evolution of my hometown has been quite subtle. My hometown is transformed with a gentle touch of change. And then descriptions. I'm not going to go through all of these because there's a lot. But we'll go through the first few together. The original description. The annual town fair is a time when everyone comes together to celebrate. During the yearly town festival, the entire community gathers to commemorate. You can go through the rest by yourself. Thank you for joining me on this IELTS review video. I'll see you on the next one.